Bit of a zoom in on the internet. So if we started with the Web 1.0 in the early days, that Netscape and MIRC and the things that were still relatively peer-to-peer, there was a little bit less conversation about engagement optimization, call to action, and all the data harvesting that later came with Web 2.0. So Web 2.0, we moved from a more emergent and peer-to-peer-like to a more user-server architecture. So that would be all the centralized big tech companies that give fantastic service and commercialize it, but then at the same time we are quite well aware of the trade-offs that we have with privacy breaches and our data basically being monetized by somebody else, and we don't see so much of it on our own. And then the introduction or the evolution into the Web3 ecosystem, which is kind of a return or a peer-to-peer variant of Web 2 in a way. So if we think about civilizational technology and the place for crypto as civilizational technology, the first breakthrough was the Bitcoin blockchain. And Bitcoin was intended as peer-to-peer electronic cash system, so a payment system, which ended up not really functioning that way. And the Bitcoin blockchain was somewhat akin to a task-specific distributed computer, just like before the general-purpose computer. And that's a part of what the innovation of Ethereum was, that it essentially expanded the design space with the introduction of the world computer, essentially a general-purpose smart contract platform that enabled all the many use cases that we are thinking of today, DeFi and DAOs and NFTs and meme coins, and essentially, an open canvas.